fast-moving consumer goods, that's going to be the next big bet that Reliance Industries is gearing up for.
I'm excited to announce that this year, we will launch our fast-moving consumer goods business.
Reliance, which is no stranger to creating disruptions, is betting it can do it one more time and still stand apart with its approach.
Hello everyone. In the 45th General Meeting of Reliance, several initiatives and ventures were announced regarding its retail arm. But out of the many, two main points which steered the market was, first, Mukesh Ambani's daughter Isha Ambani is going to head the Reliance retail. And second, Reliance is all set to enter the FMCG business. And as soon as this news hit the market, many media houses and channels started naming it Jio 2.0 or Jio moment in FMCG and whatnot. But guys, is it really so? Even though Mukesh Ambani is known for his aggressive business, but FMCG and telecom are way different markets. And from what I can see, it will be less of a Jio moment but more of a Nirma moment. And now if you're confused as to what Nirma moment is, don't worry, let's dig in together in this video and try to decode the possibilities of disruption which Reliance might create in the FMCG market of India. Besides this, I'm also gonna tell you a quite intriguing analysis as to how JioMart can provide an amazing competitive advantage to the FMCG endeavors and help Reliance beat the industry giants like HUL, ITC. So be with us till the end. So guys, let's first start with why the FMCG entry of Reliance cannot be termed as a Jio moment and why is it more like Nirma moment. Guys, in the case of Jio, the other telecos in the market were quite debt-ridden. If you see a report of Economic Times, Aircel was in a debt of 50,000 crores. Tata Docomo also was not quite equipped to handle such a competitive pressure. And these companies could not anticipate the fierce competition and price cut triggered by Jio. But ladies and gentlemen, if you see the FMCG landscape, it's not the same. Giants like Hindustan Unilever, ITC are quite deep-pocketed to handle the competition. And also, FMCG industry is used to such disruptive competition. If you remember our case study of Patanjali, where we discussed on how it disrupted the FMCG sector, but still HUL and ITC managed to take the lead again. Unlike telecom, the FMCG business will be a marathon and not a sprint. Why I am saying so? Because guys, if you go back to the 1980s, Nirma washing powder was a very small brand that was started recently back then by Krishan Bhai Patel. But being a quite small company, Nirma took the battle with the behemoth of FMCG, Hindustan Unilever. Back then, HUL Surf was the undisputed leader in the detergent market with 65% market share. And they used to sell the Surf for 15 rupees per kg. Whereas Nirma launched the low-cost detergent for just 3.5 rupees per kg. And needless to say, it was a big hit in the rural markets. And soon enough, Nirma started eating off the market share of Surf. And at this stage, Hindustan Unilever launched Project Sting. Now what is Sting? It stands for Strategy to Inhibit Nirma's Growth. And under this project, HUL launched Wheel. Wheel was launched to encounter the low price of Nirma. After a decade-long battle, finally in the early 2000s, Wheel scaled its way to the top. Not just that, you might have seen in our Patanjali case study video that when Patanjali disrupted the market with its Ayurvedic product, HUL launched Liver Ayush in the Ayurvedic segment and Colgate launched Ved Shakti. So ladies and gentlemen, FMCG behemoths are quite aggressive and enjoy a huge customer loyalty. And guys, a fun fact, out of 10 Indian households, every 9 Indian households use at least one HUL product. Such is the reach of HUL. And considering the point that both Reliance and FMCG giants are deep-pocketed, there would be a severe bloodbath if Reliance get into the pricing war. So people who are expecting a Jio kind of disruption here as well, this is probably not gonna happen as Reliance is also prepared for a long game. Ladies and gentlemen, Indian FMCG is the 4th largest market, which is expected to grow to 220 billion by 2025. It will of course not be easy for Reliance to win this FMCG battle with just pricing. Guys, if you observe the FMCG market, there are majorly 3 factors which play a very important role. First, product innovation, second, pricing, and third, distribution and retail penetration. So to dominate this market, a company needs to mandatorily dominate these 3 things. You cannot master one and leave the other 2. As an instance, if you see Patanjali, they mixed Ayurveda and FMCG and brought in an innovative disruption with their product. Product-wise, if you see, they rocked initially. But later on, they messed up with the distribution and boom, their decline started. And here, the giants like HUL and ITC capitalized this moment and scaled themselves above Patanjali. Therefore guys, the FMCG war cannot be owned just by a single armor. A company needs to win and dominate at all the 3 levels. So what is the strategy of Reliance? Guys, there's a rare chance that Reliance can get defeated in a price war. Thus, keeping the pricing aside, let's take a look at the other two aspects: product innovation and distribution and retail penetration. And let's not forget, Reliance is the retail king of India, as Reliance Retail is the largest organized retailer both in terms of store network and revenue. It basically has a network of over 15,000 stores in India, which is spread across 45 million square feet. And specifically talking about Reliance Fresh, it has over 700 stores across 93 cities. Now, if you are confused as to what entities exactly consist of Reliance Retail, then let me tell you that Reliance Retail is a holding company which consists of several entities like Reliance Fresh, Reliance Digital, Reliance Smart, Reliance Trends, Reliance Jewels, and other than that, its e-commerce venture Jio-Mart also comes under this. And just for your information, Reliance Retail is a 2 lakh crore company and have catered over 20 crores customers in just FY22. Besides this, as of current endeavors, Reliance Retail is trying to get hold of the rural market of India. Not just that, on an average if you see, Reliance Retail is adding 7 stores per day. Guys, now think the level of penetration Reliance has on retail level. In the Reliance Fresh stores, Reliance will of course increase its shelf space. Now if you ask what is a shelf space, then it is basically the total amount of space available in the retail store to display goods for sale. And just to make it clear, capturing the shelf space is one of the biggest challenges for a new entrant in the FMCG market. And if done right, acquiring a substantial shelf space plays a very vital role in the success of the company. And if you ask why, guys, better retail shelf space means better availability and placements of products in the grocery store. And better availability and placement means better brand visibility, ultimately better sales. And on that front, Reliance seems to be quite strong. Guys, that was all about the offline retail point of view. Now, a very important point is, if you think Jio-Mart is just one of the online endeavors of Reliance, then guys, you are missing out a very major point. And that is, Jio-Mart is Reliance's first step in dominating the FMCG market. Jio-Mart and Milk Basket drives on an average of 6 lakhs orders per day. And the most important part is its Reliance Merchant Partner Initiative, which was launched 2 years back. And guys, if you ask what is a Merchant Partner Initiative, then these are the local grocery and retail stores which gets onboarded on the Jio-Mart platform. Until date, Reliance have acquired over 20 lakhs retail merchant partners and have set a goal to onboard 1 crore merchant partners and is planning to expand its reach to around 7,500 towns and 5 lakhs villages in next 5 years. Now the question is, how can it help the FMCG business? So guys, let me put forward some data. According to a report of Business Today, Big Basket generates around 38% of its 9,000 crore yearly sales from its private label brands like BB Home, BB Royal, Fresho, etc. Whereas if you take a look at Sanjeev Goenka's Spencer Retail, its private label brands contribute to around 13 to 14% of its overall business. Why? Because Big Basket has its own digital infrastructure with a huge user base where they can promote their in-house product. Similarly, Spencer can provide a better shelf space to its in-house products. And guys, Reliance have both a huge retail chain and a growing digital infrastructure, that is Jio-Mart. Also, Jio-Mart can help the FMCG arm with enormously valuable consumer data from where they can understand the buying behavior of its customer at different locations, and based on which they can also optimize their supply chain and marketing strategies. And guys, you cannot disagree with me that on the online retail front, Reliance is way ahead of the FMCG giants. Even though HUL has an e-commerce platform named UShop and ITC has ITC Store, but they are quite small in comparison to Jio-Mart. So ladies and gentlemen, considering the substantial distribution and retail reach combined with competitive pricing along with aggressive product line expansion by acquiring plethora of brands including Snack Tag, Campa Cola, etc. can indeed give Reliance the much needed push in the FMCG sector. And even though the FMCG giants are also quite ready for the competition, but still they might feel the heat of the Ambanis pouring into the FMCG sector. And will the Ambanis be the next FMCG leader in India? That cannot be predicted right now, but it will obviously be very interesting to see how it pans out in next few years. What do you think, guys? Will the retail king Mukesh Ambani be the next FMCG king as well? Do let us know your thoughts in the comments. And that's all for this episode. Do like the video if you found it insightful, share it with your friends and subscribe to this channel for more such business content.